Welcome back to the Daily Taoist with Will S. We are talking about the Tao Te Ching and how to get back into spirit and alignment with the way. I will be your guide on this journey of 81 verses. Today, I'll be talking about verse 74. The Tao Te Ching was written 2,500 years ago by a man named Lao-Tzu. It is one of the oldest texts in existence and certainly one of the wisest. Its wisdom is timeless and its message is as relevant and important now as it was back then, if not more so. It is vital that we learn to come back to balance with the natural world, to live in a more harmonious and selfless way. And the Tao Te Ching beautifully instructs us in bringing ourselves and our lives into alignment with the Tao. Verse 74. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. When we try to control the future, we are like an inexperienced child trying to take the place of the master carpenter. When you try to handle the blade of a master carpenter, chances are you will cut your hand. Contemplation of impermanence is one of the cornerstones of Buddhist teaching. It may at first seem morbid and depressing to focus on the transience of life and the fact that all things eventually pass away. Yet the very root of our suffering is our attachment to the world of transient. When that's our only reference point, our only measure of fulfillment and stability, then each time something passes away, it is a tragedy of universal proportions. It's as through our entire world collapses, leaving a gaping void until we next find something upon which we can build a stable structure. The problem is that no structure is stable. Everything in this world of form exists in a state of entropy and erosion, diminishment and dissolution. When we know the Tao, this is no longer a problem because we are rooted in something far deeper, something that can never collapse or disappear. It's as through we are plugged into the mains rather than relying on battery power alone. To be willing to surrender everything and know that we are sustained by an inexhaustible fire within is the first step to living a life free of the fear of change and the fear of death. Another important aspect of this verse is Lao Tzu's suggestion that we not try to impose too much control over the future. Fear and desire form the basis of most human behavior. It's deeply ingrained into us that we should plan for the future and be sufficiently adept at manipulating events and circumstances to our advantage. There may be a place for this, but Lao Tzu appears to suggest that when we act from fear and desire, we are like a blind man fumbling in the dark, trying to grasp at things but clearly unable to see what he's doing. We can only see a small part of the overall picture. Often the things that seem most desirable are the things that would prove most detrimental to us. So why not work with the Tao and not against it? The Tao is like the master carpenter of the universe. It's not a good idea to steal its tools and try to take over its job. You're very likely to hurt yourself and make a mess. Instead, why not trust in the Tao As much as it pains the ego to hear us, the truth is it knows better than you do. Thank you, Rory, for the essay. I don't have a whole lot to add today. I don't know, energy has been off lately, mine especially. Um, I hope everyone out there in the man abroad is having a positive day. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can contact me at the Daily Taoist on Twitter, the Daily Taoist on Instagram, and the Daily Taoist on Facebook. I do have coaching available on clarity.fm. I will put links in the description. I just want to say I love each and every one of you, and namaste.